Ever wonder why your solar panels go silent the moment a storm hits, leaving all that wind energy to just go to waste? You're probably tired of the hype and just want to know if these turbines actually work for a real home. In this video, Top 5 Best Vertical Wind Turbine for Home, I'm cutting through the technical jargon to give you the honest truth about what it's really like to live with these systems. We're looking at everything from whisper-quiet maglev tech to the hidden headaches of roof mounting, so you can finally stop guessing.
Number 5. FLTXNY Power FH-20000W. Look, if you're tired of watching your solar panels do absolutely nothing the second the sun goes down, I get it. I've been playing around with this vertical turbine, and it's honestly changed how I think about my off-grid setup. On those breezy, overcast days when the house feels a bit power hungry, you can actually see this thing catching the light wind and topping off the batteries. It's surprisingly quiet, too. No helicopter noise keeping you up at night. The thing I love most is how beefy it feels. The aluminum body is solid and doesn't rattle when a real storm rolls through. However, the headache is the shipping and setup. It arrived without a base, so I spent way too much time at the hardware store figuring out a mounting solution. If you're a DIYer who loves a project, go for it. If you want plug and play, steer clear.
Number 4. FLTXNY Power TL4000. I used to spend every stormy evening staring at my battery monitor, watching the percentages tick down while the wind howled outside. It felt like such a waste to have all that kinetic energy slamming into the house with nothing to show for it. That's why I finally bolted this vertical turbine to the roof. It has completely changed the vibe of the place. Now, when a storm hits, I actually feel a sense of relief, knowing the house is essentially drinking the wind. The best part is how it handles the weird swirling gusts we get here. It just spins regardless of which way the wind is blowing. I did notice that the self-contained setup is a bit of a tease. The vibration was pretty intense at first, and I had to get creative with some rubber dampeners to keep the noise down in the living room. If you're handy with a wrench and want real power when the sun goes on strike, it's a total game changer.
Number 3. SMARAAD SX-3000W. Does it bother you to see your solar setup go completely silent the moment a storm front moves in? I've finally decided to bridge that gap with the SMARAAD turbine, and honestly, it's changed the way I manage my off-grid power. Most of these units just sit there like statues unless there's a gale, but this one catches those subtle, low-speed drafts that you'd normally ignore. It's been perfect for keeping my greenhouse systems humming during the winter months when the sun is a no-show. That low torque start is definitely the highlight. It's remarkably efficient at turning a light air current into actual juice. The gotcha is definitely the physical install. You'll receive this sleek, high-tech generator, but then you're left staring at a flange mount wondering where to find the perfect heavy-duty pipe to hold it up. It's not a 5-minute job by any stretch of the imagination. If you're someone who lives for DIY projects and wants a hybrid system that doesn't sleep, you'll love the 20-year potential here. However, if you don't own a heavy-duty toolkit or a lot of patience for mounting hardware, this probably isn't the shortcut you're looking for.
Number 2. FH 50 Kilowatt Vertical Wind. To be blunt, most people overestimate how much wind they actually have, which is why so many high-capacity turbines end up sitting idle most of the year. After testing the FH 50 kilowatt, I'm persuaded that the maglev design is the only logical choice for anyone serious about industrial-scale power. By replacing mechanical bearings with magnetic levitation, this unit manages to harvest energy from a mere 1.3 meter per second startup speed, basically a soft whisper of wind. It's built like a tank with aluminum alloy blades and an IP54 rating, meaning it's actually designed to survive the elements it's supposed to harvest. The integration with the hybrid controller is seamless, especially with the dump load feature that keeps everything from overloading when the wind really picks up. My one real gripe is the logistical side. Receiving a randomly colored inverter feels mismatched for a system this expensive and technical. This is the perfect backbone for a remote commercial site or a large agricultural project where you have the room for a massive 12-meter tower. However, if you aren't prepared for a major construction project and professional electrical work, you should stay far away from this industrial tier equipment.
Number 1. Rewindagic FX-20000. Powering a remote workshop requires steady reliability. This maglev system captures energy from the slightest morning breeze. The 1.3 meters per second startup speed is its greatest strength. It generates power while traditional turbines remain stationary. Aluminum alloy blades and a stainless steel shaft provide long-term durability against the elements. The integrated dump load safely manages excess energy during heavy storms. However, the lack of a mounting base is a significant hurdle. You must engineer your own structural tower, which adds hidden costs and complexity. This system is for industrial off-grid users with technical expertise. It is not for residential areas or beginners seeking a simple setup. It requires space and professional installation to be effective.
I hope this breakdown helped you figure out which of these setups actually make sense for your property. Remember, it's not just about the peak power, it's about that low startup speed that keeps your batteries healthy day to day. If you want to dig deeper into the specs we talked about, I've put the links and some mounting guides in the description below. Take your time with the research. Getting the foundation right is half the battle with wind power. See you in the next one.